Plus 15 renown. How about that? I do apologize ahead of time, guys.
Wormtow was never the kind of place
Thank you for
someone would build
interrupting
a
me.
town. Fittingly, the Var living here aren't known for welcoming visitors with open arms.
Oh, great. That doesn't sound pleasant. Anyways, like I was saying, I apologize ahead of time, guys. I may read things really fast. I have always been a really fast reader, forever. So, since I was a kid. So, the Var will find you before you see them. Not surprising with this many people behind you. With weapons drawn, they demand to know why you're here, but back down when Ivor tells them he's come to see someone named Krummer. Alright, who's Krummer? Oh, I like Krummer. I like Krummer a lot. Him and his white eye, a big hammer. Yeah, I like him. Well, I'll be damned. Krummer, it's been a long time. Yeah, it has. So what brings young Var to Wormtow with his very own village of humans? Bad news. Dredge are coming down from the north. We barely made it this far. That is dire news. Come on, we have food. We'll discuss more in the meat house. As you follow the old Varl into their meager town, you catch him quietly saying, if it were anyone else... Oh boy. I've talked with the warriors here. I'll be honest with you, half want to go north and find out what happened at Blotzbalker. Some think we should go to Grofhem instead. None of them are happy you're here. What do you think? If I had it my way, I'd stay here and let the dredge come. But you made this a problem, didn't you? We can't feed this many people for long, even if they don't eat much. This is a Varl town. Most of us take care of ourselves. We've got women, children. We could pitch in, make this place livable. It doesn't work like that. These Varl are here to get away from civilization, not make one. It's Krummer's call. It won't be long before Dredge are here too. No, it won't. If there's one thing we should do, it's tell Jornrunder what's going on. Who's Jornrunder? The Varl king. Well, as close to one as we have. Yignavar, where'd you find these people? Stay here and rest, but once yours are ready to go, we do. I'm going to see off those who want to head north. But I'll join you to Grofhem. More travel? No, we've already come so far. Stop the pouting, girlie. Even if Jornrunder won't listen to a tired old Varl like me, I have a feeling they'll pay attention to your friend Yignavar here. They'll listen to Ivor? Ha, he hasn't told you? Of course he hasn't. Do what you need to, but don't be long. Thanks, Ivor. You just keeping secrets? This what's happening now, Ivor? Huh? Ivor? Krummer, can you spare a moment? Mostly no, but I'll try. I never had a moment to thank you for your hospitality. Consider it done, then. How did you get all these Varl to follow you? So who is Yignavar? I bet you have some incredible stories. I best leave you to... So who's Yignavar? Ha, I'm not surprised he never told you. I'm just surprised he can stand being around anyone at all. Your friend was one of us, long ago. I mean, the dredge-bashing type. He was called the Yignavar, then. And if you want to know why he changed his name, best ask him yourself. I'm too old to peddle and gossip. Oh, what? Well, if you don't like gossip, then I'm probably not going to ask you about your stories. I'm not going to bother asking why all these Varl follow you. You seem like you are a very competent man, and you are a good leader, so let us just let you off to your business, and take care, and goodbye. We will begin to rest a couple days, maybe. One more. I don't think my morale's going up past that. We do have some a narwhal? What? I can just get it. Oh, wow, that's cool. So 1 renown will get 4 supplies. Okay, I think I'm good with 25. I'm gonna hope 25 is enough. I think I will rest 1 more day, get some good morale, and look at the map. Yep. Look at the map. Okay, so Grofhem is not that far over there, and they were talking about going up north to... where? I don't even see it on here. Maybe I'm just really blind. Because that's Greyhorn. Oh, okay, so Greyhorn is here. That was the fort. That is the hometown of Rook and our friends here. And it looks like they want to go up north to Blotzbalker, and we are going to continue on to Grofhem. And if anything that's happened. All of this is going to be like just completely infested with dredge, and Gruffham was already burned down, surprisingly. That was quite... what a twist! That was actually a pretty good twist on things, I have to say. Bravo. But now we continue. Gruffham's quite a few days out, says Cromer, but nothing worse than crossing the wastes, I imagine. If there's anything you might be, if there's anywhere you might be safe from dredge, it's there. You steel yourself for another long march, and half the town of Wormtoe joins you. So we got some varl now, and 20 supplies. And we are now 23 days of supplies, which rounds out to be some like 115 or something. Kind of seems a little odd that they did like that. The sounds of a skirmish alert you to a varl surrounded by a half-dozen armed fighters. One man spots you and shouts, "Leave us to our business. This varl killed my father without reason." The varl is about to respond when the man attacks. The giant swats his blade aside and silently watch for the next assault. Let us hear what the varl has to say. The varl shrugs as if unconcerned, saying, "This one's father and I had business deal. He lied. Now he's dead." "Lies!" shout the man. "You murdered him over a lie, you coward!" The men wildly attack the varl, who deflect them well enough, but you're uncertain of how long he can keep it up. Defend the varl. "Ivor," you say, "we could use any varl with a good sword arm, couldn't we?" He nods, readying his weapon. The men immediately back off, the prospect of fighting your entire army suddenly unappealing. They watch from a distance, shouting obscenities and something about injustice. The varl turns towards you. "Didn't need the help, but if I'm going to travel, it may as well be in a company of other varl." He falls in line with the others, and you return to travel. Okay. Alright. So was that just like a random encounter, like, of fighters with varls, or was that inside my group? Because if it was inside my group, now I kind of feel like, I don't know, that was a little bit unfair, I guess. Up ahead, a scout shouts, "Some giant hall, but it's empty." You approach the structure but recognize none of the markings. The wall seems unsteady at best. Finally, sleeping underneath a roof, you overhear several families begin unpacking. Keep everyone back. Keep everyone back until you're certain to safe. Several volunteers search the building with weapons drawn. Just as they are announcing an all clear, a varl leans against a support, which gives way, and a third of the structure crumbles. Luckily, no one is injured, but you leave the crumbling building behind. And that is why, children, we always listen to our leader Rook, and follow him even into the depths of hell. And you haven't seen Aletta for much of the day. When you do find her, she's returning to camp alone from a fair distance away, looking rather sullen. She keeps her eyes on the ground as you approach. What's going on? I feel like things are changing so quickly, she eventually confides. It's not just that, everything is going so wrong. I've been talking to Ekkill a lot. This gets your attention. What has he been telling you? He told me how he and Onif are kin. Ekkill had a sister who married Onif, but she died a long time ago. They've been bound since, but then Onif left without him. Just left him behind without a word. That's why he came after us. Confirm Ekkill's story. Eventually, you find Onif back at the camp and relate the story. "Is that what Ekkill told you?" replies Onif. Then he sighs. "It's true about his sister. She died of a fever when we were just married. Surprised he opened up like that. So I left him in Frosterville," he continues. He'd be fine one day, ready to kill his own men the next. Sometimes he would. I'd make the same decision tomorrow." Confront Ekkill. You march directly over to where Ekkill has been forced to stay, far away from the rest of the caravan. He turns as you approach. "Oh man, Ekkill. What did I tell you, Ekkill? Didn't I say even one wrong look?" "Who's giving wrong looks? Your girl came to me. Nice of her, I thought, seeing as how she's the only one who gives a damn about the people around here." "What in the depths is that supposed to mean?" "Look at you, running around, saving everyone's hide, making decisions. Good for you. What kind of life is this? Miserable. Are you making it worth living? I see Aletta helping the women, cooking food, taking care of the old, playing with the children, talking to outcasts. Did you know she sews up the wounded every time you get them bloodied in a fight? Remember when I said you were a leader? Yeah, they join you. But they follow because of Aletta. I know my daughter. I know what you're doing. Keep out of my business. Just stay away from her. I know my daughter. Oh, I get it. You think I'm calling you a poor father? No. All I'm saying is don't ask her to change who she is. These people need one of her, not two of you. Man, I really don't like Ekkill. He's going to get on my nerves, and I'm going to kill him. I'm going to pull a Rick. I'm going to pull a Rick from The Walking Dead, and I'm going to just stab him because I don't like him anymore, and I don't actually know if Rick ever did that in the show. I don't remember because I have not watched any of the newest season. If you ask for my opinion about it, I will tell you right now it is because I do not like the direction they have taken it. So, this looks like a gigantic whale or a shark, and a man riding it. What is happening here? The Godstone of Merrick looms into view. Upon it carved a great ocean beast. Jagged stones just out of the snow like shark fins. It's hard to imagine the Nordfelling waste being filled with water at one time, but the Godstone stands as a reminder of the vast lake it used to look across. A blessing, shouts one of the men in your caravan, holding up what looks like a silver coin. It's a fish scale, he says, pointing out the rainbow pattern that shows in the sunlight. Soon, a curious child has found another hiding in the snow, and then a third is discovered. Perhaps they'll bring us luck, you overhear, and before long the caravan has become obsessed with gathering the shiny scales. Let the caravan take their time, cut them off after a reasonable amount of time, leave now before this gets out of hand. Cut them out. When you awake to find people still searching through snow and shrubs, you call it off. We can't spend another day here, you tell them. Be glad for the luck you've found, and let's go before it runs out. They fret and moan, but eventually you get them back on the trail. I understand, you guys all enjoy your little trinkets and bliblobs and whatever the hell you want to call them. And I mean, in these kind of times of dire need, kind of need that kind of emotional support. Oh gosh, okay. Odalith calls you over, grinning. A row of women holding bows, of differing age and experience, line up before a row of trees in the distance. They fire, doing an impressive job of hitting the trunks. I think they're ready to fill some dredge with feathers. One woman still hasn't shot her arrow. She stands perfectly still. The others watch just as the wind shifts she lets go, and an arrow flies not into one of the trees, but a snow rabbit that has scurried out from underneath. Dinner, she says, smiling. A group of men from the caravan approach. Listen here, says one. Practice all you want. My wife isn't fighting dredge. The other men agree in chorus. We don't want to see a battlefield full of dead wives and daughters. So the men argue their point, but eventually relent. Thanks, said Odalith. To be honest, it was harder than expected, but the more people who can hold their own, the better. The women return to camp, not just as clansmen, but as fighters. 25 extra fighters. Alright. I won't complain about this. But then again, why do we have so many clansmen? An old man sits astride an overgrown portion of the trail. You lost, you ask? He adjusts the leather strap on his head and says, No. Are you? He jumps up and shuffles towards the caravan, his tattered clothes revealing no weapons. Well, I've seen better, the old man says, peering into the supply wagons, but I'll join you. He stands next to a fighter, throws his beard over his shoulder, and puffs up his chest. The fighter grins, and the stranger exhales, asking, What are we waiting for? Lead the way. Who are you and what are you doing out here? Call me Unnar, or anything else you like, the old man says. A man goes where he pleases, doesn't he? His stern look is more comical than intimidating, but you stop looking for answers. He's welcome to join us. Keep pace, the old man puffs through his mustache. No fleeter than old Unnar, and husbands, mind your wives. I'm cursed with the golden tongue, not silver. The caravan enjoys a good laugh as they start moving once again. Did I just pick up the town idiot? Is that what I just did? I'm okay with this. I mean, surely he will bring good morale towards our troop and our people, or he will completely and utterly destroy us from the inside out, and I will be sad. Oh gosh.